Everybody loves the smell of a fresh cut Christmas tree around the holidays. Hello folks, my name is Mike Hurd. I'm with the Round Rock Fire Department Fire Prevention Division. We're here today to talk about the responsibilities of having a real life Christmas tree in your home. Folks, before we can get on to some of those tips, it's important to know that while you're decorating these trees, some of these trees can get pretty big. So anytime you're really trying to get that star just in the right place, make sure that somebody's helping you out with that ladder. Things to remember are, anytime you're working around the ladders, have two people working with the ladder. Somebody holding it, that way the other person can operate off of it safely. Okay folks, I know it's Texas, but sometimes it gets really cold, so when we're putting up our Christmas tree, make sure you don't put it too close to the old fireplace because sometimes you might actually use it. And anytime you're gonna have a space heater, make sure you keep at least a 3-foot clearance in there, and always, always, always make sure you keep an eye on that space heater. You don't wanna make sure it might accidentally fall closer to the tree, dog or the kids might hit it, because the tree can be very flammable. It can just take off on you. One of the most important safety tips on having a real Christmas tree is keeping it hydrated. It can turn into a real fire hazard if it doesn't stay hydrated. Tips to think about: make sure you give it water in the morning, give it water in the evening, and keep your pets out of it because it's not a water dish, folks. If this tree dries out, it can really be a fire hazard, but if it stays hydrated, it can be a beautiful tree all the way through Christmas and through the New Year. Okay folks, everybody loves Christmas lights. They're pretty, they're awesome, I love them. Especially on a real tree, we have to be careful. If you have lights, make sure that you're using the kind of lights that are rated for use indoors to be put on trees. Outside lights are outside, inside lights are inside. So let's cover what we talked about. Be careful on ladders while decorating those big old tall trees. Make sure that we keep the tree watered or it'll dry out and it'll become a really bad fire hazard. Make sure that you use the right lights. Outside lights for outside, inside lights for inside. Keep away from ignition sources. Make sure you don't put the tree up right next to the old fireplace. And if you're using a space heater, be careful and try to keep 3 foot of clearance. From our family to yours, we just want you to have a happy and safe holiday season.